Hey, hi there, I'm Alphonse, and we are back with Alan Wake 2. I'm going to do a quick synchronization check and check if everything's okay, and we can continue the game. Because I was going to say we don't have a lot of time, but that's a lie. We have time. It's just that how the fuck have I played this game for 7 hours? It doesn't feel like it. Um, Today we only have 2 hours of Alan Wake because we're going to have another 2 hours of Prey. So I need to check if it is synchronized and move on. But yeah, how are you doing? How's Thursday treating you all? God, it doesn't feel like Thursday, huh? What a concept. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Right. Not exactly in sync. Is it the microphone first or the camera first? 3, 2, 1. Camera first, microphone after, so take some delay away from the camera, I think. While I fix this, how are you doing? No, wait, if the camera happens first and the microphone after, we have to put delay on the camera. Never mind, I said it the opposite way. I always do the same. Okay, the mic and the camera should be in sync now, which I don't think they are, but I hope they are. They are not. How are you doing, kiddo? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's not in sync at all. Let's take the delay away from the camera. And leave it exactly as it was before, because it always does this. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Right. And it's back in sync. I delayed the camera. I took the delay away, and it's fixed because it was working, but for some reason it stops working, and I have to tell it to do exactly the same. God, I love doing this every beginning of the stream. Let's continue this. As usual, let me know if the volumes are okay and everything, because the audio balancing of this game is a bit all over the place, but hey, it's a lot better than it was in Alan Wake 1. I can tell you that. Alan Wake 1 was an audio nightmare. Control was pretty good on that sense. In fact, I would say that this one is on par with Control. Oh, we have to leave the light here. Can I take the light with me? No, god damn it. So we have to take the light. We left it on the dark place. We are on the dark place with Alan now, and we have to take the light somewhere, but not that light source. We need another light source. The problem is that I haven't seen another light source at all. So I'm really curious to where the fuck we are going to get the light. We haven't followed the Wheeler Street like Barry Wheeler. Really creative. Alan. Ocean Avenue, like the Ocean View Motel. Caldera, like the caldera from the lake. Court, I cannot. Oh, the light court. Could it be that? And the draft. Like the writing draft. Seriously, Alan? I can hear the shadows from the dark place, but I don't see them. You can... The majestic vista? That's a travel agency. Okay, there is a wall in there, so that means that's not the way. Where the fuck do we get the lights? Because there is like flickering lights, but you cannot interact with them. And the problem is that you seem to be able to put the light where we have to go. We have to go to the station. Creepy. You seem to be able to put the light in the station, but there is something blocking it. And the only place I can think of where we could get the light is this other flickering light, but it doesn't seem to react to it. We can activate this light, but we cannot take the light. Same with this one. So we need a permanent light source that we don't have right now. That way is closed. That other way is also closed. Is there a way to... Straight up? Yeah, no, I'm aware, game. I'm aware. Straight up. Now the question is, how the fuck do I go up? Oh my fucking god, is that the light source? Hey artist, how you doing? Is that the light source in that alleyway over there? Oh, that graffiti clearly says scratch. That graffiti over there clearly says scratch. That's interesting. Oh, that's good. You lost her. Good. AWE, seriously? Your fault. Cool. Shadow people and a light at the end of the alleyway. Just ignore me. They seem to not pay a lot of attention to Alan yet, but we're still on the tutorial.
It was on the page.
What the hell?
Hey, Alex.
Oh, hey. We met at Door's show.
Alan Wake, the writer. I'm Alex Casey. I'm looking into a murder.
Come on, what is this?
There's a piece of evidence, a manuscript of a novel. You wouldn't know anything about it?
A manuscript? What manuscript? I need to see it.
Rumor had it the manuscript contained the details of the murders. A murder cult was following the story to commit their gruesome acts. Was Wake their leader? Had he written it? How far would he go to create a perfect work of art? Or would he be the next victim? Stay here.
Interesting.
No, wait! I need a gun!
No chance.
Well, there goes my light. And there goes Casey. I guess we have to go pick the gun. Hey, enjoy the lurk, sweetie.
Damn it.
Again with the scratch graffiti.
In this alley, in a dream I
Yeah.
had. He was just gonna keep killing me here, loop by loop. You're not gonna get what you want. You think you know. You know shit. You don't really wanna know. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
Well, that's fucked up. Casey's dead. Find the lights. Flashlight and revolver, as usual. Like the good old times.
This was an echo of the books I had written for years.
Cold case Casey.
Picking up Casey's gun felt like I was assuming the role of the detective.
Cold case Casey. Alice? Oh no, not this again. What do you mean again? What do you mean again?
I had a light now. I needed to get back to the subway station entrance.
Ooh, secrets. Initiation. You die here. Fun? Close? Not close. Shortcut? Not exactly a shortcut. I am assuming the shadow people will attack me now that we have a light source and they ignore me. Is it a loop? It kind of feels like a loop. Oh my fucking god, it is a loop. They are just trolling me. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Well, thresholds usually work in threes, so maybe that works? Cult of the Word. Nope, still locked. Okay, if I don't wear the flashlight, will you attack?
Shit. I'll be in darkness
Nope.
now. Restless shadows block my way.
These ones do attack. Okay. Okay, fuckers. Nope. Oh, you piece of shit.
The light to banish the shadows.
Yeah, but not for too long, Alan. Ah.
The shadows faded out. Until they didn't. They were trying to stop me. With the gun and flashlight, I could fight back.
Could you fight back, though? Could you? You don't seem to be super in shape, my dude.
I could use the light to open the subway entrance now.
Yeah, you better run to a safe... Yeah, better go to the safe space first. I'm really hoping Alan still heals like normal, that Alan still heals with light. Because if he doesn't, he's fucked. Don't forget safe havens to hide from enemies and receive healing from combat. Thank you. I did exactly that. Okay, we still heal like this. Nice. Oh, you only heal a certain amount of health, not all of it. Interesting. That's different from the other game. So you don't recover all the health. That kinda sucks. Oh, well, shit. Here we go again. Back in the loop. There is two lights that I can turn on, and I'm curious about the first one. What the fuck? Here. At least you can do it kinda from a distance. Okay, that goes down. Now the question is, what is down? Why do you want me to go here? Oh, this doesn't look super reassuring. Eh, if I let my fear get the best of me. Caldera Station
I
subway.
needed to find another light to go deeper inside.
Oh, fun. Are the shortcuts the same as the shortcuts I have with no, not the same shortcuts as the ones I have with Saga. Fun. I need another light to move on, he says as he moves on with a light in his hand. Is that the Sasquatch? Well, this doesn't work. At least we got some healing, so... Let's try and keep away from the shadow people as much as we can. Okay. Here we go. The rules are different now, and the game is harder than it was on the first game, and I don't exactly know how I feel about it. Because Alan Wake was already hard, and Days on How made it harder. It doesn't feel like it's easier than the previous game. It feels quite the opposite, so... I don't know how I feel about it. Conflicted. Conflicted is a way to describe it. Because if it was exactly the same, it would be like, oh, did you learn nothing from Control? Done right. Oh, fun. Uh, but if it wasn't exactly the same, it's a matter of how much do you change? How do you change it? There is so many questions. More shadow people, fun. Ooh, that's a bunch of them. What? You saw no one. Okay, where the fuck do we have to go? Enter Caldera Station. Use the light to get inside Caldera Station. Oh, we needed a second light. That's why we couldn't... Oh, fuck. Which one of you fuckers is going to attack me? None of them? It's hard to know which one of the shadow people is going to turn physical and attack me, or which one is just shadow. Because the one that attacked me, that has a physical form and that I had to shoot, wasn't all that different from the rest of the shadow people. Can't see anything but for now here. Hope this part is better than the original. Oh, if only you knew, sweetie. If only you knew.
Careful now.
Okay, what do you mean careful? Alan, don't fucking close the door behind you, dummy. Light bulb, shoebox, nothing else, just the lights. We cannot get this light? Oh, interesting. We cannot steal this light? Oh, this is just a safe space. Aim your flashlight to the spiral. Words of lamp. Words of lamp?
There was something hidden here. Light would reveal it.
No shit, Alan. Oh, this type of aiming.
Repeated over and over. The words resonated with meaning. Had I written this?
Okay, words of power can be used to make Wake stronger. You can assign them in the writer's room. Oh, so it is like the manuscripts of Saga. Oh, interesting. It is like Saga's manuscripts, but with this. Words of Lamp. We found this one. Oh. Main attraction restores 50 health for each second that you use the flashlight boost on a hostile shadow. Ooh, that's interesting. Provides 10% chance to stun the enemies. Lucky Strike provides 25% chance to regain the flashlight charge on killing an enemy. Health recovery sounds good. That's so interesting. Did we get something new on the radio? Manuscript.
Rumor had it the manuscript contained the details of the murders. A murder cult was following the story to commit their gruesome acts. Was Wake their leader? Had he written it? How far would he go to create a perfect work of art? Or would he be the next victim?
Okay, that was the same. It wasn't like a longer version of what we saw. Okay, we have two ways to go up. We have these guys that says that I'm lost, and we have the other ladder that goes up through here. Don't get closer, dudes. Oh, they are getting closer. Is this where I came from? No. Where the fuck did I come from? Okay, so in front of us there is a locked door? No. We have the safe room and the spiral. Cannot jump there. It's a bit hard to read the map. Okay, normal shadow. We have a ladder there. And a locked door. I think it's locked though. It's not. Okay. What the fuck? Oh my god, we are on floor level. We are by the straight up thing. Fun. Okay, let's see what straight up is. Can you stop putting the camera inside the thing? Okay, cannot go there. Straight up. Not a big fan that you cannot change shoulders. Remember when I said, hey, I'm glad that I have a map because it's less disorienting than Alan Wake 1. Yeah, I spoke too fucking soon. Were you aiming at that? Oh, it's aiming at this. Words of War. Full stop. Increases the damage dealt by the last bullet in the revolver chamber. Painted down increases the double barrel shotgun that I still don't have. Goes around, restores 15% max health when landing a direct hit of the flare gun. We don't have any of that, so I guess I'm making the revolver stronger. Can I go down? No. So this is not like Control in the sense that Control give you more platforming freedom. We do have the taxi light. Can we grab these lights? We can grab these lights.
Fuck me.
Interesting. We could try and open the door from the other side. Yep, shortcut.
Alan Wake.
No, you got the wrong guy. Not Alan Wake. Wrong dude. Okay, how many charges of this light can I actually carry? I'm hoping that I can carry multiple charges. I can carry at least 3. Okay. Oh, fun. A NightSprings episode. This is optional and unrelated. No, fuck it. I want to watch it. I said watch it, not play it. Hey, Door.
A fan. The dictionary definition of the word is an enthusiast, a fervent devotee, an abbreviation of fanatic. What comes across to an outsider as a dangerous obsession or even madness is something entirely different from the point of view of the fan herself. To be a fan is a joyous existence, one filled with the happiness that stems from knowing with utter clarity the purpose of your life. But what if that purpose could be more still? If you could be lifted out of the flock as your idol's chosen one, the only one who could decipher his secret messages. What lengths would you go to save the object of your obsession in NightSprings? Tonight's cult classic episode, #1 fan.
Teleplay by Alan Wake and hosted by Wolverine Door. Wait, is this the DLC? Oh my god, you can play the DLC from inside the game. The DLC is completely optional, but it's also woven into the game. Interesting. Okay, so you can play it from the main menu, or you could play it from inside the game.
All your time wishing and hoping and
Hey,
dreaming
Rose.
for something, and then bam! Destiny shows up at your door like a mailman with a package you were pretty sure got lost because you ordered it like 6 months ago. But that's okay. And your destiny has eyes like sunsets and a beard like mahogany-colored velvet. You don't really mind how it arrives.
She's not good.
But my day didn't start off with all that excitement. It began like any other day.
I
did
honestly
for this
wasn't expecting to do the
waitress
DLC
slash
today.
protector of the town of NightSprings. As
Yep.
always, Knight's Diner was the hottest spot in town, so there was plenty of work to do.
Employees only. I'm not kidding. I'm not an employee. Oh no. the bet we made. It kinda is. It does have that feel. This is the DLC apparently. I don't know if you can hear it now. But this is the DLC.
It's everyone's favorite waitress.
Look who it is!
Hi, everyone. Could I get another cup of that delicious special brew that only you know how to make? Of course. Who else wants a top up? Me. Right here, please.
One
Uh-huh.
for me, please, and thank you.
Will do. Let me just grab a fresh pot.
Just refills apparently.
I come here 3 times a day.
Good for you, my dude.
Another cup.
I would kill to have a passion like you do for that writer of yours. You two are destined for each other.
We sure are.
Rose, are you okay in the head? Are you?
Hot coffee.
I heard your fan site for that writer was named best fan site in the world.
Did you know?
Congratulations.
Thanks. It wasn't easy. Here's your coffee.
How do you juggle running this diner, your bird sanctuary, and that amazing fan site for the writer you love so much?
I work extremely hard, but also I'm naturally talented.
And super modest. What
No
the
wonder
fuck?
us regular folks can't keep up. I'll never be as successful as you.
With that attitude.
Comparing yourself to me won't help. You gotta find what you want to do and do it. I believe in you.
Wow. You just changed my entire way of looking at the world. Thank you.
No problem.
I am fucking sorry. What is going on? Okay, Rose was already weird when we came to Bright Falls, but the Rose from NightSprings is even weirder. And none of the two match what happened to the Rose of Bright Falls on 2010. Uh-huh. You were waiting outside. Why are you here and outside at the same time? Oh no, the NPCs are repeating.
Oh, I can't believe I left my hat at home.
Oh no. Oh no, the NPCs are repeating. Do I have another refill to do? Did I leave someone behind? No, I think I gave you all coffee.
Not that way. Here
I-
you go.
I know,
A person
silly,
of
I know.
Your genius and grace is wasted serving coffee to us regular Joes and Joannes.
Oh, I don't mind.
Oh, the lady we just talked to is also outside, so... Huh, it's... I know they want to make it feel more populated, but when you repeat so many NPCs, it doesn't feel populated, it feels fake. Again, this is all written by Alan, so I can understand that Alan is lazy. And the first Alan Wake didn't... it had a couple of repeat NPCs, but since it didn't have so many characters, you didn't have the need to repeat that many NPCs. The problem is that the same cop that died in the basement, we found her on the street right after she died in the basement. And stuff like that. I don't know. Also, I
That's
really
everyone's
wasn't
coffee.
expecting to do the
Better put this
DLC
pot
today.
back. I loved being the very successful owner and operator of the county's most popular diner. But that was nothing compared to my grease fire of passion for the writer and his sheer literary talent and flowing hair and lips like buttery pie crust. Pie! I need to clear the empty pie plates from the tables. Shucks.
You probably should, huh? You probably should.
My date last night was a total bust. You're the expert on romance. Any advice?
Am I though?
Yes.
What?
But first, tell me everything.
Long story short, she told me I dressed like a divorced gym teacher.
Do you though? You look more like a
It's what's
hippie
inside
hunter.
that matters, right?
Personality matters, but you need to
Still
make an
have
effort.
to put in some effort. If you don't have a jacket with elbow patches, buy one.
Elbow patches. Oh, got it. Thanks a million.
Do you have really specific tastes,
mention it.
Rose? Not every woman has the same taste as you.
Is Knight's Diner going to enter the statewide pie competition this year?
Of course. We're gonna make this our 20th win in a row.
You know, are you? This is really weird.
That you saved every single
Lady
kid
with the
from
ugly
that
green
character.
car.
Amazing.
Thanks. Those yoga lessons really paid off.
The writer lives just outside town in that mansion of his. Why don't you go talk to him?
Oh, we have our own ways of talking.
I love that all the clients have like different names that are just like
I better take these
easy
plates
to
back the
remember
service
names,
window.
like oh the lady with the ugly car or the lady with the self-help book.
Can I borrow you?
What can I get you?
Oh,
The guy
I
who
need a
works
good
with
book
computers.
recommendation. After all, you're the town's literature buff.
Oh, you have got to read the newest book in the Writer's Crime Trilogy.
The writers,
I'll
they
grab
don't
you a
even
copy from the
say his
back.
name. Get the novel from storage. It's also Knight's Diner. It's not the Oh Dear Diner. Oh, let me grab my copy from the back. You know, where I have a spare copy that I can give you. What the fuck?
You better not crease any pages.
Who can do it? Thank you so much for taking my sixth macaws. I know you have your hands full with all the other sick birds at your at your sanctuary, but if anyone can find a cure for this rare bird lupus, it's you. Yours truly, a young girl who wants to be like you someday. The only thing that hurts more than love is loving again. Love Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. Death comes for everyone. That doesn't mean it's painless. Death Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. Or, a man's life is stripped away. He's out to get justice and the whole city will hurt by America's best-selling writer. What in the actual fuck is all this? Are those fan arts of Alan Wake? With scars and cat ears? Oh my god, the fucking cat shirt and the and Rose picking him up and kiss. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so fucking good. Beat Poetry Night at Knight's Diner. Knight's Diner presents Beat Poetry Night for all the literary advancements of NightSprings every Friday at 8 p.m. Oh my god. Oh my god. Employee of the Decade Award in recognition of basically being the best at like everything. Presented to everyone's favorite writers. Oh. I am too. Oh my god, is that a tiny cat? That is a cat! Oh, cat drawing. Good old cat drawing. Where the fuck is that book that we were going to look for? No, not from here. Not that way, silly goose. There. Get the novel from storage. I am in storage.
It's me.
rider whose voice you would recognize in your sleep. I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan, you're the only one who can save me.
Oh my gosh! Don't worry, I'm on my way. My beloved rider was in terrible danger, and I had to rescue him. The stakes had never been higher. Luckily, I kept all my accessories in the diner's kitchen.
What? I'm sorry, I don't have your book. I have to go save my beloved rider, apparently. Also, the kitchen of the Oh Dear Diner is not this big.
My accessories. Everything a girl needed to claim victory in the battle for love.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh, you don't look like a total psycho with God knows how many pounds of fucking ammo in here. Good. Good. Rifle, shotgun. Rifle and shotgun. It's the
My
options.
trusty 12 gauge, fully automatic.
My
Extreme
trusty 12
circumstances
gauge.
call for extreme shotguns.
What do you mean
Bolt-action
automatic
hunting
fire?
rifle with a gorgeous walnut stock. Deadly, and looks good doing it. Just like me.
What the fuck,
I was
Rose?
finally ready for a night out on the town. With danger.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What the fuck is this item? Leaky propane tank. Throw it and watch the fireworks, like in the movies. Okay, so the game is putting healing on up. So I might have to remember that. And put the other ones on a different place. Oh, this just goes around. Do I have to unequip? Oh no, they don't care that I have guns. They like it.
The boatyard is this way! You better hurry!
Go through the boatyard. It's the shortest route.
This was my moment. My chance to save the rider and make him realize how much he needed me. And if that's not love, I don't know what is.
Nothing can stop the power of love.
But we'll be way worse at it. Tell him we all love his books.
One waitress plus one rider forever.
I was leaving my old life behind, like a body left to sink in a lake so no one finds it. Nothing would get between me and my future with the rider.
Except a door that you cannot open? Nope! Just kick it in, like the badass she is. What the fuck is going on? Well, I'm assuming that since they are putting the DLC inside the story, it doesn't fucking matter. I knew that it was not part of the story. They did say that much, but I'm assuming that it's not going to spoil the story at all. Apparently. Completely disconnected.
Now, who the heck is that?
Is that
I knew
Alan?
you'd come to his rescue.
The bad boy, seriously?
Who are you? And why do you look like a slightly less handsome version of my rider?
Oh, don't you ever compare me to that worthless hack. Sure, I may be his wild and rebellious estranged twin brother, but we can't all be perfect.
I had no idea he had a brother. To think there were two of him all this time.
After today, there
Seriously,
won't be.
Rose? Seriously?
No more writer, no more books, no more living in his shadow.
You're his brother. I'm sure you two can talk it out and realize you have so much in common, and after you change, you can move in together. And I'll come over with popcorn for movie nights.
He had his chance for popcorn and movie nights, but he wanted to keep everything for himself. Too bad. You know what they say? If you can't join him, beat him.
Well, bad choice of words. Bad choice of words.
What did you do to him?
I locked Mr. Fancy Pants up somewhere you'll never find him.
You won't get away with this. I'll stop you.
Babe, I got an army of people that hate that hack almost as much as I do. They're ready to die if it stops him from writing another crappy book. What do you got?
A gun?
I have a shotgun.
Well, I got a... Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Yep, it is the real
Yeah,
shotgun.
I mean, I didn't expect that. But it doesn't matter. You can't stop all of us.
Can I know?
Only a monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's books. And there was only one way to deal with monsters.
What in the actual
You're all being so...
Okay. Something is attacking me. Oh, it's the fucker up there. Ouch. Oh, there goes Rose. Wait, do they know they are in a book? This is apparently the DLC. Okay, so they released a DLC yesterday, the day before. They released the DLC on Summer Game Fest. I was playing the campaign, and in the middle of the campaign, they were like, "Oh, you have a chapter of NightSprings that you can play. It's completely optional." And I was like, "Okay," thinking that it was going to be a movie, like, "Hey, here you have this 5-minute video." It's not. It's the DLC in the middle of the campaign for some fucking reason, and I don't think they know they are on a fiction, but they do sure act like it. Also, how are you doing, Pig?
A monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's books. And there was only one way to deal with monsters. I ate my spinach this morning, so don't mess with me.
You can fucking auto shotgun? What the hell? Rose, you are a monster.
My gun's hungry.
My gun's hungry, she says. Ouch.
This morning, so don't mess with me.
Fuck.
You are all being very rude.
Doing okay? How are you? I am fine. I decided to have milk for breakfast yesterday, and my stomach was hurting the entire day, and including the part of this morning. But I'm feeling better now, and I will not have any milk in the coming future because apparently not only produces migraine, my lactose intolerance has a new trait now. Tummy ache is the new funny trait that I have apparently. Have fun, fuckers.
Pressurized liquid propane. Don't get between me and my writer.
Fuck off. I have a shotgun. So, where is the biker badass brother? Neat.
My rider's jerky twin had him locked up somewhere.
Jerky twin.
Like a sweet, helpless prince locked in a tower. But his fan in shining armor was on her way. Luckily, one of those haters had made a hole in the fence for me.
Fuck off. This, you know what this feels like? This feels like something like the House of the Dead, where it tries to take itself seriously, but it's so campy that it's not serious at all. It feels exactly like that. And they know it's not serious and that it's campy, and they are leaning into it super hard. What is attacking me now? Why the combat music? What is attacking me now? Oh, there. Stay down. They don't learn, huh? I said stay down. Is she a better shooter than Alan? Kinda. eh. Ooh, full inventory, not bad.
It's bullets o'clock.
Bullets o'clock. 211 fucking bullets, girl. Rose, you... Oh my god, you are not good in the head, aren't you?
The twins' motorcycle had left tracks in the mud. I recognized the tread pattern immediately, thanks to my famously keen perception.
Famously keen perception, yeah.
Me right to my rider and his kidnapper. I felt like the detective from my writer's books, solving the case with my wits. All I needed now was an unlimited supply of black coffee and crippling emotional trauma.
Oh my god, that's a quote and a half. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's so good.
Caused by the untimely death of my spouse.
That is so good. That is so good. Also, a nice reference to Alan Wake 1, I guess. Jesus.
More haters.
I love how she calls them haters. They are not monsters, they are just haters.
What is with you guys? Tamales.
That all? Tamales. You done?
I'm fresh out of bullets.
I am fucking speechless. Oh, my inventory is completely full. I wasn't expecting this to happen today. What in the fuck? You speedster piece of shit. You done?
Oopsies! Can't forget the bullets.
Just follow the tracks, I guess. The trail is still really hot, like flaming hot, so should be easy to find him.
Why hadn't my writer ever told me he had a semi-evil twin brother?
Semi-evil.
He must be waiting until our third or fourth date, surrounded by candles, so he could reveal this vulnerable chapter from the dramatic story of his emotionally troubled past. Oh, that man has more layers than a croissant.
Oh, yes, he does, Rose. Yes, he does. Is this a shrine? Oh my god, it is. All the tears of all the angels in heaven were falling over the city. She wore the rain like a funeral shroud. She was in sad state. This city of mine. But she was still mine, the filthy prison I call home. Wow, that's a fucking sentence. I was here for a reason. Joe Bullets Capone. He was inside drinking champagne and throwing around his dirty money while I stood in the rain smoking a soggy cigarette. That didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was I knew Bullets had a bad night coming his way, and he had no clue. He made me wait for it, though. My pack of cigarettes was long gone by the time Bullets staggered out of the back door. I detached myself from the shadows and stepped up right beside the pathetic excuse for a man. Long time, Joe. Bullets looked up, his booth soaked green, twisted into something less friendly. You! He reached for the pistol under his jacket, a six-shooter with slugs as big as my cigarette stubs. I mean, I had done my homework. He barely had the piece out of his holster before I was on him. I wrestled it out of his hands, tossed it behind the dumpsters. Bullets didn't like that. Gave me one right in the gut. Wind rushed out of my lungs like a soul leaving the body. Why is this so fucking long? Through my wheezing, I could make out the slap of boots against the water. Bullets was legging it. Had to get after him. Couldn't lose him. Not when I was so close. He had info I needed. The address of the last stop for his train called Revenge. So I sucked in whatever air I could and took after him through the twisting maze of alleyways. Two rats, but only one cheese. I pulled out my revolver. I was playing for keeps. Don't make this hard, Joe. I got up to him as he was dropping down the other side of a chain link fence. His near teeth like a rows of grey tombstones. He thought he was escaping, though. He thought he was safe. My body slammed against the fence like a bird against a window. I clutched the thin metal and scrambled over it. The jagged ends of the wire ripping through the sleeves of my leather coat and biting into my skin. The pain was welcome. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I guess we're reading. I dropping down the alley and ran like a panther. Every blind corner I expected trash can lead to the face, and none came. Maybe Bullets hadn't liked what he saw in my eyes as I climbed the fence. I bet he wasn't smiling now. Then I had him, a trapped rat trying and failing to wrench a locked door off his hinges. I leveled my gun at him. Do you know what I want, Joe? Bullets let go of the door handle, hands as up as they go, beseeching a higher power not to cast him down. Come on, man. Ain't gonna bring your wife back. Can't hurt to try. Talk. Yeah, sure thing, sure. Bullets lunged for his ankle, a crack of lightning from my hand as he was down in the gutter, clutching his belly. I walk over. This is more text than it's actually on the page. You cannot... No, you cannot convince me that's the same amount of text. Is it though? It feels like it is more text than it is on the page. I walked over, calm as snow, and stood over him, watched his putrid blood mingle with the rivers of rainwater. You talk, and I call an ambulance. His words were having a hard time getting through the pain. You are an insane man, insane. I raised my gun, leveled with his eyes. Try again. Okay. You want the big man? Yeah? I know where you can find him. Blood pounded my ears like war drums. All the killing, the sleepless nights, the booths, the countless cigarettes I smoked while ghosts swirled around me. It was all for this. The drums got louder. Bullets caught his breath, straining against the pain. Then he spilled his guts. My number one fan, if I don't make it... is that a note? Oh no, it's just a manuscript. My number one fan, if I don't make it, then I just want you to know that, no, I can say it. Curse my crippling sensitive artistic nature. Oh my god. Oh. I wasn't expecting a comedy today. I was expecting a horror game, a survival horror game, and then another survival horror game. But no, apparently they said, hey, you know what? Fuck it. Campy it is. I left the alley, told a waiter on the curb that a guy had been shot. Didn't care what he did with that information. I had what I needed. Camp it is. Camp it is. And 360 bullet shells.
The motorcycle tracks ended at a cabin. Was my rider inside?
Hello? Isn't anyone gonna rescue this poor little rider? Hello? Is anybody there? I'm just a frail rider and I require aid.
Oh, I'm sorry, I need a second. I'm just a frail rider and I require aid.
I'm here! I've come to save you!
That's an awful amount of...
We can finally be together and sit through beat poetry readings and drink $18 cocktails and have high tea with the queen.
Wait a minute. My rider only drinks coffee. 2 sugars, no milk. I keep all the mugs.
Okay, no more tricks. I'll be waiting upstairs.
Good job, dude. Good job. You fucked up. My rider only drinks coffee.
Running with wolves seems like a dangerous hobby.
Becoming the alpha, everything you need to know to lead the wolf pack like a true alpha. TJ Wolf. Oh, that hurt to read. Life is not unlike a highway. It's not life is a highway. No, life is not unlike a highway. Muscles don't cry, they sweat.
I bet he's doing all this because he's hopped up on steroids.
I'm sure he's hopped on steroids. For sure, he has to be. What in the actual fuck is going on? Have you... There. Upstairs it is. Left or right? Oh, only one way. No, there's 2 ways, actually. This one seems a lot more obvious than the other one.
I guess riding doesn't run in the family.
Others, the moon can only shine when the sun is gone. The night can only come when the day is done. Can the sea ever meet the ocean? But it's not an ocean, it's a lake. Really awfully dark room you have there. This looks like a torture room.
I was never upstairs. I lied when I said there were no more tricks.
Ooh, you're starting to peeve me off, mister. Where is my rider?
I'm just having a little fun. Let's chat down at the beach. Just out the back.
First, he kidnaps my rider. Then he calls him a tea drinker. He had crossed the line.
He had crossed the
I was
line.
going to go to that beach and give this jerk the scolding of a lifetime.
Torture ideas for Hack Brother. Car battery, solid potential. Pulling fingernails, too messy. The bell. Where do I get a bell? Tea drinker, unforgivable. Oof. Never tea. Blunt spoon, nice and simple. Yeah, no, a blunt spoon is a good torture measure.
The twin said he was down at the beach.
I know, Rose, I know. Dismantle typewriters. A+ psychological damage. Jay, just pick a typewriter and dismantle it in front of him. That will kill him. Gasoline fire. Fire might burn the cabin down. Maybe overcomplicating this? Yeah, maybe a bit too much. I don't see any typewriters in here. Well, let's go to the beach. Beach? Not this beach. This beach. Uh-huh. Thank you. Awfully specific signage. I appreciate. I appreciate you telling me which of the beaches I have to go to.
I have to get down to that beach and get my rider back.
But that beach or the other one? Hey, fucker.
Hey, me and my bike were just enjoying the view.
Where is my rider?
What do you even see in that crybaby? He's boring, he dresses like a nerd,
Hush your mouth! He is a stylish intellectual who is in touch with his feelings.
You're starting to cramp my style, babe. And I'm not telling you where he is.
What did he ever do to you?
I, already told you that? At the boatyard? I feel overshadowed by success, like he's taking everything I can compete.
Oh, right. I remember now. It's a self-confidence thing.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that.
Is it though?
You are going to tell me where he is, or else.
Or else what, babe?
Shotgun. I told you. Shotgun.
You asked for it. You are rude, you have no manners, your too cool to care attitude is attractive initially, but drives people away after they realize you're emotionally incapable of letting your walls down to reveal that you are a vulnerable human being just like everybody else. You are trying way too hard with that outfit.
No, stop! I don't like being seen! Listen, I never had your precious rider. I was just keeping you distracted while my army of haters storms his mansion. Now the love of your life is doomed. Doomed!
He tricked me, even with my famously keen perception. You are all being very rude.
Okay, there are some that are faster than others. The range enemies seem to be faster. Oh, stupid speedsters. I hate it when they do this.
I had to get to my rider's mansion as fast as my chunky kitten heels would take me.
You done? I guess they're done, yeah. run into the mansion it is, I guess. Why does the auto aim always aim at their knees? Okay, fucker. Nice try! That got me.
Whoops! Gotta put more bullets in.
Ouch. God, I hate the range enemies.
Oh, hold on. I need to fill my gun up.
Swear to God, if another fucker throws a knife my direction.
Very rude.
You done? Finally, a break. Jesus. Okay, I'm assuming that he went back up? Yes, yes, he did.
I knew you, my #1 fan.
What in the app?
would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery.
And here I thought it couldn't get weirder.
Never waver. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
Rose, are you okay? Are you having a stroke or something?
My rider believed in me. We were kindred spirits. We fit together like a bicycle chain and that spiky wheel thing the chain fits into. We were connected by love and destiny. He was meant to be mine, always and forever. There was no time to lose. I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature from these evil haters. The fate of all art rested on my shoulders. The stakes had never been higher.
You already said that. Stakes had never been higher. Oh look, it's the mansion. Surprisingly pink. Well, no, not really surprisingly. Stakes had never been higher. Oh, there you are again. Why can I not shoot him?
If I have to stop you myself, I will.
Will you though?
I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Ouch. Oh, he has like shockwave attacks. Is he shooting hard at me? Oh my god, he is. I hate this fight. Bullets o'clock. You cannot dodge those, huh? Voy a poner en español. No. El directo es en inglés, Popo. Hago directos en inglés y en español. Y este lo estoy haciendo en inglés. Eventualmente a lo mejor lo jugaré en español. Mi pareja lo jugó en español. El primero al menos. Pero este directo es en inglés. What is going on?
I should have known. But that won't stop me. I'm so powerful, I don't give
a Oh, fuck off. Of course the motorcycle is also a werewolf. Oh, there goes the bike. You cannot really dodge those. They always hit you. I wonder if you have to shoot them. You talk too much. Defeat the bad boy. Do I have to talk to him after defeating him?
Finish me off.
I'm not going to kill you. You're my darling Ryder's brother.
You really do love him, huh? I guess I never even had a chance.
Gracias, Nea.
I was just jealous of his talent, his money, his velvety hair. But mostly, that he's got the love of somebody as amazing as you.
Hello,
Gracias por el follow, Popo.
Oh, you silly werewolf. You could have all those things too. You just need to stop wanting to be him and start wanting to be you.
Your words have shown me that it wasn't my brother I hated. It was myself.
Okay.
Oh, what have I done? Those haters will tear him apart and it's all my fault. Please.
I'll see you in a bit when you get here.
I intend to.
Love you. Okay, that was a shit fight. To be honest, that was really, really unfair. And I hope the rest of the fights don't follow suit. Because that was a really unfair fight. There's also a shit ton of noise inside the mansion. Guessing the game wanted me to run around, but I had a full inventory, so I didn't really have the need to run around gathering ammo. El juego está en español. Sí, el juego tiene español, si no recuerdo mal. Tanto en audio como en... Bueno, tienes español latino y español castellano. ¿Cuántos idiomas tienes? Aquí los tienes. Una pasada de idiomas. Pero sí, español lo tienes. Y el primer Alan Wake y Control, que es el otro juego de Remedy, están doblados al español. Así que tiene... Deberías tener las voces también. This is a weird power fantasy. Like a really weird power fantasy. Jesus fuck.
Hold on. Put my gun up. Don't get between me and my
Yes, a machine gun shotgun. Ah, no pasa nada, Popo. Gracias por preguntar y tal. Yo espero que te guste, la verdad, porque está siendo muy bueno. Esto es el DLC, que no tiene nada que ver con la campaña del juego. Y a mí me está gustando bastante. For contributions to art and artistry across the globe, the recipient is hereby recognized as a champion of literature who embodies all the spiritual and physical qualities valued in one pursuit of the art of writing. Presented by the High Society of Arts. Get well soon, Card, dearest brother. News has reached me that your journey across Europe has taken a turn for the worse. I was utterly and completely devastated to hear that you have now been afflicted with a serious case of lycanthropy while riding your motorcycle through the Nordics. What in the fucking hell? I know we haven't spoken in years, but please know that my thoughts are always with you, my dear monopsychotic sibling. Please contact me upon your return to America. Until then, I hope this card finds you well on your way to speedy recovery. Dearest regards, your brother. PS. Due to your roadbound lifestyle, I don't know where to send this card. I have written this message as a symbol of my fraternal love, and I shall leave it upon my mantle in the hopes that one day you will read it. Okay. This is way too open. He's gonna be upstairs, isn't he? Yeah. It feels like you should be running around, maybe on a higher difficulty. You should be running around and trying to dodge the enemies. I have 357 shells. It doesn't feel like I need to be running around.
Fresh out of bullets.
Are you though?
Don't take my bread back. My spinach this morning, so don't mess with me.
Ay, tamales.
What? Gotta put more bullets in.
Rose, what is wrong with you, girl? Is that the Ocean View Motel door? That is the Ocean View Motel door. And we're done. That's a really specific use of a door.
And
too
there
old for
he
this
was.
shit.
After all the fighting, we were finally alone. Together. Our love was written in the stars.
Was it though?
And so we danced like two spinning planets that would eventually crash into each other in a dazzling display of flames and rocks and other planet stuff. He told me all the sweet things I'd been waiting a lifetime to hear. I saw myself reflected in his eyes. I would always be at his side, to inspire and protect him. He needed me, now and forever. After all, I am his #1 fan.
A fan and the object of her joy come together against a world trying to keep them apart. A happy ending for some. But is happiness, like beauty, all in the eye of the beholder? Where is the line between fandom and fixation? One can never tell in NightSprings.
Well, that was a fucking detour and a doozy. I don't know how long we were in the DLC. Were we, what, like half an hour on that DLC? I really hope they put the music on the Spotify playlist, the DLC ones, because this one is really good. Oh my god, this is a really good song. But we have to keep playing. We cannot stop here and listen to the song. We have things to do in NightSprings and also the Dark Place.
The gates to the platform were closed.
You may not be the only you out there. Please carry a portable light with you in the subway. You may not be the only you out there. This feels like a fucking Night Vale warning. Is this a welcome to Night Vale warning? You may not be the only you out there? Okay, what is different here? Oh, we do have the subway pass. I forgot that we got the subway pass from... Was it from the phone booth? Does this... It does get rid of the door. That was... something.
Something about the station platform felt significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more.
Looper Express to Mirror Heights, except late nights. Late nights, you end here. Dark Avenue downtown via bridge. Done right, scratch. And fucking bots in my chat. Get the fuck out.
Something lingered here. A half-forgotten memory. An echo.
Align the echo by approaching it by a specific angle. Here? Ooh, that's good.
An FBI agent had come here before me on the trail of a murder cult. He'd gone missing, presumed dead. The cult was leaving me clues to follow, connecting the dots from one murder to the next, inviting me to draw an obscene picture on the city map. Caldera Street Station. The name made me think of the exit wound of a bullet.
I had a flash of inspiration. The ghost of my fictional detective. A story thread I could use in my writing.
You have discovered your first plot element from an echo. You can rewrite it into reality on your plot board.
I had a location. I had a story thread. I would put them together, write them into my story to create a path deeper into the dark place.
Yeah, but you don't want to go deeper, you want to go the opposite way, didn't you? Select an FBI agent plot and activate it with X to rewrite reality in Caldera Station scene. Liminal place crossing the threshold. Missing FBI agent. They call him the blood trail led to the darkness.
The plot changes shaped the world around me. The dark place reacted to my story. The way into the tunnels was no longer blocked.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. And I have to follow the blood now, I guess. But what is on the opposite direction? What does the game not want me to see? You're a lousy writer. It's not like your stories are any good, not like they have any artistic merit. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit, that's all you're good for. Just look at me, look at your work. Oh my god, the dark place is just like the imposter syndrome. How many healings have? I only have one healing. I guess I will wait.
The Fed had glimpsed into the maw of darkness. It swallowed him whole.
Hard-boiled and hungover. Hard case Casey.
The tracks led into the tunnel. That was my way forward.
In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there cannot be no explanation. And there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays longer with us. I mean, yeah, fair, but at the same time, fuck you, I want answers.
The blood trail continued deeper into darkness.
Following a typical nightmare pattern. It was late, desperately trying to reach my destination. A lighthouse. For some urgent reason I couldn't remember, I have been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. Okay, ignore the shadows and follow the blood trail. More blood! Fun! Son of a... Oh, you and your fucking jump scares.
I don't like the sound of that.
Me neither, Wake. Me neither. Blood trail is going that way, but this is a safe room, so... We're getting inside here, I guess. Woo, boy. Can I open this box? No. We still have time. We still have time before we have to go to pray, but at least we have a save point now. Okay. Cannot cross through here, so around it is. There is the blood.
The tunnels were a maze. The blood trail led me on.
Interesting. But what if I follow the lights and not the blood trail? The paint says that way. Oh. Words of aid. Neat. Torchbearer increases the hand flare area. I don't have hand flares. ER increases the effectiveness of trauma pads. I don't have any trauma pads right now. Increases the effect duration of painkillers by 1 second. There you go. And the FBI agent audio that we just listened to. This has been honestly longer than I was expecting. Then again, we did play with Saga for a while before reaching this part. We need a light for that. Light that we have to get through here. Collapsed.
Another place to use in the story. I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper.
You found a new scene. Go to the plot board to rewrite reality in the collapsed tunnel.
I had a new scene to use, a new setting.
A single plot element can be used in multiple scenes. Select the FBI agent plot element in the collapsed tunnel. Interesting.
I changed the story, and with that, the dark place changed.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake.
Oh, I see what is going on. The fucker created a cult inside the dark place, and that started resonating outside.
Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
Huh. Sounds like a lot of bull. Okay, light room, but what is in here? Lockers. Ooh, healing. And ammo. No, even better. And another locker. Empty.
Another echo lingered here. A source of inspiration.
Words of lamp again. Neat. I still don't have the headlights. Well, I do have the flashlight boost. But getting health for using the flashlight boost on hostile shadows sounds good. It's free healing. Free healing is always good. Echo.
Word is, your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the Cult of the Word. The murder cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity, Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way.
Huh.
But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
Also, hi, Luna. Welcome to the stream. Turn off the flashlight to avoid detection. So you can kinda dodge the shadows if you turn the flashlight off. I did say that before, but the game kind of forced the encounter with him. No?
You're in my story.
Alan Wake.
Wrong guy. Don't know that Wake you mentioned. Cult of the Word. Okay.
The federal agent had come here looking for answers. All he found was a fate worse than death.
Can I change
the new story
that?
beat fit the story perfectly.
Murder cult.
I was making my way deeper into the story. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel.
Yeah, but I'm also going to save before going deeper because I know these devs and I know how they play and Oh boy. I know that as soon as I go deeper, they are going to screw me with something that I might not be able to get out of. So let's do a hard save. We haven't done a hard save in the entire session. Fuck, I thought the rest of the stream was going to be the DLC, if I'm being honest. I didn't know how long the DLC was going to be. First of all, we have that side tunnel that needed light. What is this?
The water was gone. The way forward was open.
Is it the way forward, though? Ooh, to the shrine platform. Yeah, no, that's a bit too dark for my taste, so... Let's go to the murder cult area. Which doesn't sound super reassuring if you say it like that. Oh, manuscript pages.
The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible.
Is that all? Interesting. So there's nothing new in here. We have to go through the watery tunnel. I'm guessing that it says to the shrine altar, so I'm assuming that I have to use the altar scene on whatever we find in here. Oh, that leaves me outside. Don't turn the lights on, Alan. Stealthy like a mouse. As stealthy as you can.
Someone was humming. Was it worth the risk to go see who?
If you say, was it worth the risk? That makes me think it's not, fucker.
Hello? Oh.
The sheriff!
Hey, Alan. You snuck up on me.
Okay, team, start fucking talking.
Sorry. Have we met?
Memory problems again, huh? Yeah, we've met. Tim Breaker. We've shared notes. Hey, I've made some progress on the map if you want to take a look. I still haven't found my mystery man, though.
You're making a map?
Trying to. It's hard to map a dream, though. I keep ending up in unexpected places. I find interesting things like those strange markings that react to the light, but never the one thing that I'm looking for.
Okay, one thing. Alan Wake 1 did have a dream moment at the very beginning of the game. You start the game, the tutorial of the game is on a dream. And they don't bring that up again, except for a book that was released after the release of the game. They release a book where the guy that is in the dream, he writes his own book talking about his experience and investigating the life of Alan and the events of the first game and all that. So I'm glad that they are leaning more into dream area, but at the same time, how the fuck is the dream connected to the dark place?
Feel free to check the map out. Oh, I've been stockpiling supplies while I poke around. If you find a stash, take anything you need.
I appreciate the help.
Thank you, I guess.
Who's this mystery man?
Can you lower the gun?
Mystery if I knew. All I have is a name. Warland Door.
The talk show host?
No. No, that doesn't sound like him. The guy has many disguises, but a talk show host? No. I'll keep looking.
Warland Door. Exactly the host.
Oh, that's my crazy wall. I'm just trying to make sense of things. Don't judge me.
I'll trade you walls any day.
Remember, I was at the morgue. I was about to. Oh, okay, okay. So timey-wimey. We are playing timey-wimey because this is a memory for Alan. This is a memory for Alan because Alan said, "Oh, I remember," and then we started this flashback. But this sheriff already met Saga and Casey, and this is the sheriff that got transported here, that somehow already met Alan because he said, "Oh, memory problems again." So we are playing timey-wimey, huh? They're transporting me here to this dream reality. Why? Who, where, why, motive, why me? The red-headed woman. Facts, missing time, no memory. Until now I always ended up here. Will I forget when I get out? Abducted, aliens, door, UFOs, polyhedrons. Dreams, me, but not me. Dreams, me, but not me. Others I know, they are different. The red-headed woman. Okay, polyhedron sounds like control, and so does red-headed woman. Jessie is a red-headed woman connected to polyhedrons. Also, dreams about me but not me could be a reference to Quantum Break, because he is an actor in Quantum Break. Ooh. I'm sorry, my brain is running through theories like crazy. You stop stepping on things and look at the map. Thank you. Dude, you live like this? This is a trash site, dude. You need to get a better bed. If possible, out of the fucking sewers. There's a murder cult in here. Okay, so we do have a normal map. We have the light, we have the safe room, and we have a couple of interrogations in here. I'm assuming, yeah, this is the entrance to Caldera Station. The different scenes. Okay. This is... See you around, Tim. I guess. Sorry if it is way too fucking dark, but I don't want the enemies to see me. If I can avoid it. Like that one. That would have seen me if I was using the flashlight. Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls, abandoned power plants. She was preparing defenses and supply lines. This is interesting because this text is almost one-to-one the description of Cynthia in the making of book. In the making of book of Alan Wake. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had, how she was still sweet when life tried hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer, but those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. They'd been in there for hours, way past the normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff. Oh no, these are manuscripts from the first game. Yeah, no, these are manuscripts from the first game. Agent Nightingale didn't want to... Didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolve him. Okay, so these are manuscripts from the first game. Get the fuck out, I guess.
This isn't your story.
Ouch. You can melee them? Apparently you can melee them. I think I'm stuck on trash. There. Well, that was interesting. I forgot that there's like a melee button. How much does this first aid heal? Full health. Guess I'll wait. Light will show you the way. Thank you, Weaver. Thank you. See what I said? That it's hard to know when a shadow is a normal shadow. Oh my god, the cult of the word uses the same symbol as the cult of the tree. It's just a different position for the triangle, but it's the same symbol. It's hard to know when a shadow is going to be like a fighting type of enemy or just one of those that you dodge.
The memory is fading like a dream. I must hold on to it. I remember an awful beacon in the darkness, the scene of a ritualistic murder site in the subway tunnels. Is it a previous draft of my writing? Must be. I've been trying to shape the dark place around me, but so much fades away. Even my memory of the process, washed away by dark waves. But some things remain. The darkest, nastiest elements, like the murder site. It's my goal, a stepping stone to travel deeper to escape. Write a narrative that takes me there. Casey will lead me to it.
Uh-huh. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, we are here. There was something on the other side, but I don't know if this is upstairs or downstairs. It might be downstairs. I mean, it says light will show you the way. Cool, creepy music. Yeah, that's kinda here, I think. There's another shadow there. You heard nothing, dude. I love that it keeps saying unknown voice humming. Oh, it is upstairs. Okay, never mind. Nah, ignore that. Okay, so it is upstairs. Well, I'm leaving Alan Wake here. Unless, I mean, you have a choice. I'm going to give you the choice. Because I really don't mind what to play. Well, you have a minute or two to choose. Give me 1 second. And you have 2 minutes. Do we go to pray or do we continue with Alan Wake? I don't mind one or the other. I like both. Alan Wake is new. Prey is kind of old by now. Alan Wake is fairly recent. I mean, it's almost 1 year old by now, and I think if I remember correctly, this game released on Halloween last year. But I haven't been able to play it until now. I don't mind keep playing Alan Wake. It's up to you, chat. Up to you. Okay. I have the Cult of the War thing, the shoebox. My inventory is never that full that I need to put something in it. You can only carry 5 battery packs, so it's in your best interest to save some of them if you see them. I mean, it's not like my inventory is ever that full. Return and scratch. I need to replay American Nightmare because I don't remember. The whole idea of writing return was Alan's. Then again, Scratch kinda hijacked that, and then we kill him. In fact, that kinda looks like Scratch dying in American Nightmare, but that could be anything, to be honest. Okay. Take a break, Alan. Take a tiny break. You deserve it. Well, the poll is done and we have a vote for keeping Alan Wake, so Alan Wake it is. Go down. You just drop 2 perfectly good bullets in the floor by reloading like that.
The train blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play.
Does it though? Derailed train. Cloudboard. Well, let's see.
The scene I had found was important for the story.
Something terrifying happened here. Let's see what Casey has to say first. Steves? Steves is a really important name because Steves was the name of the agent assigned to Cauldron Lake from the FBC. So I don't know if it is just a random name or if they chose that name specifically, because it could be anyone.
Hello? Anyone there? Dead.
Again, Steves is a really specific name. Okay, so wrong scene, I guess. Murder cult?
This thread fit the scene.
The door is open now. Well, that was a violent shadow. I love that you can use the flashlight boost without having to equip the flashlight. Eclipse it.
Go on, ma'am.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists track.
Is this the writer that was investigating Alan on Bright Falls? The one that Saga interviewed, one of the 2 witnesses to the death of the Nightingale?
Down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They locked the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, doused it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found.
You can review the echoes on the writer's room. Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think writers were particularly useful people, and Huge Manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Oh. Yeah, no, that's 100% the pages from the first book. For the book? The first game. It does feel like a book, though. There's a lot of reading involved in Remedy.
It was locked from the other side.
So, gasoline.
The cult poured the gasoline over the train car. An iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
You sound way too happy about that, dude. Well, time to change the scene.
Drive the story forward.
The only thing that drives the story forward is incompetence, Alan.
Story. But it worked. The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now.
Do you want to get through it though? There is corpses in there. Oh, I heard one of the corpses breaking. Fun. And scratches on the floor? Oh, fun. Even better. Always good, Alan. Always good.
I needed to find the answer on the plot board.
Not fucked up at all. Did I put the hard topics on? I did put the hard topics warning. Okay. Jump scared?
None of this was real. It was all real.
Just heard my neighbors screaming in the hallway at the same time I was going through that, and oh god, way too fucking immersive, neighbors. Way too immersive. Not good. Again, sorry the game is so dark. If I use the flashlight, there is more fights. And I want to avoid fights as much as I can. Weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad that I am here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts punctuated by occasional plunge into nightmare.
I should use the plot board to keep building the story.
I fucking know, Alan. Shut up. Okay. I cannot build shit, dude. He's really impatient, isn't he? Murder called torchbearers and bad luck. Where the fuck are we? We're on one of the circles, but I think the circles are the dream sequence of, hey, this takes you to a different place than you thought you were going to. Oh, how I wish I had a minimap.
I should look at the plot board to figure out a way forward.
It's not a lake, it's an ocean. That's... I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure, There is a light and there is a darkness. There is guilt and there is atonement, but the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. There is a long journey through the night. Back into the light. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. That's the final words of the game, of the first game. Poet Cinema Art House Films. That's a reference to Thomas Zane being both a poet and a movie maker. New York is always changing. It will change you too. That sounds like a threat. Oh, there's a lot of shadow people over there. Another full heal. I don't know if I should do that. At the oil rig, Mr. Randolph. Okay. Down it is, I guess. Ooh, deer paintings. Cute.
My path was blocked. I had to find a way through. The lights would help me.
Hunted. Hunted sounds really fun. Oh, quick save it is. Nothing else in here? Ah, there's always something. Nothing. Empty locker. Fun. What? Oh, interesting. So I'm making a path by stealing lights? Huh. Here in the shadows again.
I had to figure this out on the plot board.
What do you mean on the plot board, Alan? Derailed train, we were there, collapsed tunnels and Caldera Station. There is nothing new on the plot board. Something changes here. This path opens. But where is this? There's multiple lights in here. Oh, it's just a big circle. It's just a big circle. I just have to go back and get the lights and turn around. Yeah, that's the safe room, and now the path is open. Quick save. Okay. And the path is closed again. Oh, this is the cult area, I think. And that takes us to the shrine. So, these and these connect together. That's where I came from, and I entered through here and did the whole blah 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 shenanigan. We have something back here and something in front of us, so let's look behind first.
I had to keep working on the story.
There's words up there, but the fuckers will see me. Come on, words. Ooh. That's a lot of shadows. That's a lot of shadows that I don't want to deal with. Oh, that's an asshole move. That putting that in there is an asshole move. Stun the enemies. Okay. Health recovery is good, but stunning the enemies is also good. I am fully expecting a jump scare at any moment, to be honest. What did I change? Ah, no. Nia says hi. She just got home from classes. Oh, that is what is changing. Somehow it didn't fully work. What is the point of turning that on? Cannot really get in there, can I? There's a bunch of shadows over there. Shrine station. Okay, so this is where the cult has the shrine. Wrong guy. You have the wrong guy.
I should work this out on a plot board.
Alan, I swear to God, I will smash your nuts with a typewriter. Okay, cannot do anything there. Stop using words. Just ignore me, dude. I hate it when they move. Okay, so I'm assuming this is a violent one because this one is completely static and completely in the way. Can I go around them? Cannot really go around these ones. Okay, let's try and dodge them.
The Echoing Hall had a story to tell.
Yeah, the story is the murder cult. I want to see the other ones first. That one is clearly the murder cult. I can hear you, you shallow fuck. Okay. Ooh, trauma pad. Not bad. And painkillers, nothing. Okay. There you go. I guess we changed the scene. I know it's gonna be the shrine. It's even called shrine area. I want to see if any of the others have anything to offer. There's a bunch of shadows around. Nothing really new in here. The way inside is locked, so let's do the one that the game obviously wants us to do. I have 3 plots and 4 scenes, which doesn't fully match.
The hole had changed into the murder cult's hideout.
Hey, look, it's Alan Wake's books. Silent Stop, Alex Casey. Ooh, that's a spiral.
The Fed had witnessed something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or the mass psychosis of stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site.
Okay. Reach the murderer's site. Complete the ritual in the collapsed tunnel. Do I have to go to the collapsed tunnel? You can only rewrite the scene in the reality you are currently in. Rewrite reality on the scene you're
from here. I'd have to go to the scene.
Fun. So, backtracking, I guess.
Wake.
Are they giving me a shortcut, please? Shortcut, please? Oh, it is locked now. Everything is locked. Ooh, those ones are angry fuckers. Yeah, no chance. Okay, that is locked. And I cannot turn the lights off that one. Can I change the scene? Let's say FBI agent.
I had to be at the scene to see and understand it in order to change it.
Okay, so things changed here now. What the fuck is that? Oh, painkillers. Did I leave painkillers behind? I might have. I'll turn that light on. Does it open the door now? No, shit. What's the point of turning that light on? It only opens from the other side. Oh, maybe through here? No, doesn't seem like it. Because that way is locked, isn't it? Well, there's maybe stairs going up. But they were locked before. They are still locked. Cult of the Word.
Wake.
Okay. So the hallway is still locked. Is one of these doors open? No, they are not. Oh, there was a like a light flicker for a second.
I was sure the plot board had the pieces I needed.
Yeah, the problem. Oh. That's what you were aiming at. Words of Gun provides 5% chance to not consume ammo when firing the revolver. Increases the knockback of the shotgun or the strength of... Okay, revolver it is because I haven't found the other weapons. Still don't know how to open this. Gonna take it in case... The words are still there, so I don't know what's the point of that. There's other shadows on the way. I don't know how to get out. Is there another way out that I haven't seen? Because this seems to be the only way out. Oh, I did leave the painkillers behind. Can I change it now that I'm here?
The plot changed the details of the world.
The shadow's still there, though.
Alan Wake.
Is the train open now? Can I go back because the train is open? The train is open now. Fine. Don't know how to get there. Don't know how to climb that. Oh. Can climb that, but really can't because it's closed. Also gotta run because the cult is approaching. Okay. There is 100% escape. There's no escape, he says. Fuck off. There is escape. And I'm using it. Well, that is a shit show. This one does this. And then this. Need to get the third one. I think. I don't know if I can get the third one. Oh, I might have to get it from here. Yeah. Okay. So I need to go to the collapse tunnel, put the summon thing in there. And call it a day. Quick save it is. I hope Tim is having a better time than me, because that was fucked up.
I should look at the plot board. Keep the story moving.
This shit, you know, that door is open now and it wasn't before and I don't like it. Gotta scavenge all again, I guess. Batteries is batteries. Try and go through them, but I really don't feel like it. Oh, that fucker is patrolling.
Alan Wake.
Nope, wrong guy. Don't know that Alan Wake you're talking about. Wrong guy. Oh, that was... Whew. That sure was something. Okay, where the fuck is Tim? Tim is going through there. What is through here? Is this a shortcut to the tunnels? Oh, that's the melted train. And I made the shortcut to Tim through here. So I don't have to go through the melted train again. Derailed train. That goes to a safe area? But there's something in there. That I didn't check though. Yeah, that's right. I didn't go through here. Nope. Wrong guy. What the fuck is the arrow aiming at? The ceiling in here where the shadow is? Yep, yes, it is. Turn it off. Words of power. Fun. God, this really is a survival horror, isn't it? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. I guess that the last bullet is always going to deal more damage. Ignore me. No, just ignore me. I don't exist.
Alan Wake. This is there was a story.
Wrong guy. At least that doesn't damage me, it seems. Luckily, that doesn't seem to damage me. Just drops you to the floor. Oh, that was a shit show. Hey, we got the word of power. Again, we are not doing 100%. You need help, good luck. Fuck off. I am not doing 100%, so I don't mind not getting everything. Even if it was going to make my life easier. Going to all these, like, question mark points, it seems counterproductive. Maybe later. Maybe when I have better tools. And if not, if I end up getting the platinum of this game, which I didn't for Alan Wake 1, because Alan Wake 1 is
Alan Wake.
really unfair when it comes to platinum. Unlike Control. Control was a lot more manageable. I love how team is completely optional. Could have gone through here without seeing you, dude. Hi. And goodbye again. Oh. You can carry 4 lights? I'm guessing the more lights you're carrying, the harder it is for you to hide from the shadows. But that's a mechanic that they haven't taught us, so I might just be making shit up because I'm a paranoid. Doesn't help that there's graffitis of shadow people all over the fucking walls. Well, collapse tunnel it is, I guess. Can you run faster, Alan? Collapse tunnel. Summoning ritual.
The dark presence. Fuck!
Run faster, dude. Faster. Get to the light, dummy. Okay. Can I change that? I am not close enough to the tunnel
I
to
couldn't
change
hear
it.
the dark presence. It was gone.
Okay. So, sorry. Just trying to make sense of this. Let's recap what we know. Alan Wake 1 happens. Control happens. American Nightmare. It's in the air, but it's probably not a real thing. Quantum Break, it's in the air. That it might have been a thing, but it's not important right now. And then we have this, where we start with the FBI agent Saga and Casey. We follow them through the investigation of the murder cult and how they killed Agent Nightingale from the first Alan Wake, and Agent Nightingale turns into a monster. We face that monster, we killed it. We find Alan Wake in the lake, and we take him back to Bright Falls, where he tells us that he remembers what's going on. That's after the Sheriff Team Breaker, who is completely fucking new because the Sheriff Breaker was Sarah Breaker, not Team Breaker. Team Breaker is new. Team Breaker disappears, and we find him in the flashback that is supposed to be happening before we found Alan. But somehow Team is in that flashback. I don't know, there is so much shit. And there's a new dark presence because apparently they managed to make one. The dark presence was Barbara Jagger, and Barbara Jagger was dead.
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
So, there is so many questions running in my head right now. We killed the dark presence on the first game. The only darkness that was left was Mr. Scratch, who we killed in American Nightmare. Apparently, American Nightmare, it's not part of the canon, even though Sam Lake said it was, which is weird. Either that or it's part of the canon, but somehow changed or retcon. I don't know. I am 100% sure that the new dark presence is Alan, and that the Alan that we are controlling is a remnant of the original one, but the dark presence that we are facing is either Mr. Scratch, which doesn't make sense because Mr. Scratch is supposed to be dead, or Alan. I think that Alan just went too deep into the dark place because we killed the dark presence, but we didn't destroy the dark place. The dark place was still there, the dark presence wasn't. And I think that Alan went deeper instead of going to the surface and became the new dark presence. Which would explain the memory problems. This looks like the foundation from Control. Oh my god, it is like the foundation from Control. Columns and a forest. It is the foundation. Well, not exactly the foundation, but similar to.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
Hey, it's Nightingale.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
Oh.
An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there.
Interesting.
Waiting for me.
That's an interesting change. So now we are back outside with Saga and Casey? No, we are still in here. New York City trophy. And this is Nightingale. The Rider of the Forest.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last, with the terror of the light and the shadows cast. The third I now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Okay, so the writer of the first word could refer to Thomas Zane. with the terror of the light. Thomas Zane was not exactly terrified of the light. But Thomas Zane was the one that said, your friends will meet him when you are gone. Thomas Zane described Mr. Scratch exactly like that. Ooh, it's doing the...
The city was not real. I was limited to the confines of the dream.
It's doing the boundaries thing again. No map. Murder site is just the murder site.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning. The violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. A regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Uh-huh. And this is back at the entrance of the station. Interesting. The dark place, opening soon. A photography videography exhibition by Alice. That poster was different before. So now the dark place is changing to meet Alice and include Alice in this whole thing. There's a big old circle, apparently.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
I'm a writer. I write.
I'm a writer.
Is the key. Art is the key to find my way out.
Those are the clothes. Okay, those are the clothes he was using in American Nightmare. Those are not the clothes of Alan Wake 1. Those are not the clothes that he is wearing now. Those are specifically the ones from American Nightmare.
Remember, its dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things out there, wanting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
He kills Scratch and the fucking dumbass summoned him again.
The dark place wants to drown me. I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember. The clicker. The light switch. I lost it. But I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare. Not real and yet more real than anything. A danger and the horror real. It feeds off my mind. Twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality.
Those are the clothes he had on Alan Wake 1.
I write to escape. I've tried this many times. Written countless stories. Forgotten how many.
Not the hair and the beard. The hair and the beard look like Alan Wake 2, but it could...
Every word I write is a step
I think the clothes are important.
I dive to the bottom to find the answer. The map and the key and the compass that's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean that's not an ocean. And a lake that's not a lake.
Okay, so the clothes are important. I am 100% sure the clothes are important because those were the clothes of Alan Wake 1. Let's see murder sites.
The memory is fading like a dream. I must hold on to it. I remember an awful beacon in the darkness. The scene of a
This is a suit. This is the suit of Alan Wake 2.
after my writing. Must be. I've been trying to shape the dark place around me. But so
This is the suit of the second game.
even my memory of the process washed away by dark waves. But some things remain. The darkest, nastiest elements, like the murder site. It's my goal, a stepping stone to travel deeper to escape. Write a narrative that takes me there. Casey will lead me to it.
And if I'm correct, this would be Alan Wake 1, American Nightmare, and Alan Wake 2. Those are exactly the same clothes he was wearing in American Nightmare. The clothes are important.
Don't you fucking forget this. I'm in the dark place. I'm outside time and space, outside reality. But this is real. A nightmare dimension, an ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things. They're plotting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
Okay, so either that's him bringing Mr. Scratch back after killing him, because those are the clothes from American Nightmare, the game where he kills Mr. Scratch, or that's where he created Mr. Scratch in the first place. Which again, timey-wimey, because Mr. Scratch was supposed to be made at the end of Alan Wake 1, and not so late, not in American Nightmare, which happens 3 years after the first game. Let's check the plot. Okay, let's check all this. Waking up to a nightmare at the talk show, blah blah blah. Everything Dorset felt true. Okay. Their presence was out there hunting me. When it caught me, it killed me, and I woke up here. I refused to give up and start again. The angel lamp. Found the lamp, the security screens, I saw myself, the writer's room writing. Dark Place, New York. The Dark Place had taken the shape of New York City. It was from New York City. I wrote crime books, sat there for years. It was affecting my surroundings. I was affecting my surroundings. A mysterious caller on the payphone. I knew him from somewhere, couldn't remember where. He told me I should go to Caldera Station. That was almost 100% Thomas Sane. Navigating New York, I had to find my way to the subway station. The lamp would make it emerge. I met Casey. He was in this story. This was his city. He talked about the manuscript. I had to be my writing. Also, I don't remember a lot about Max Payne, but I do remember that Max Payne 1 happens a lot in alleyways and the subway. There is a weird amount of time that you spend in the subway in Max Payne 1. I don't remember much about 2, and 3 was technically not super canon because 3 was made just by Rockstar. Casey was killed in by the Dark Presence. I had assumed his role. Every writer is a detective finding the story. The Dark Caldera. Some of the places felt significant here. Had I written them into being, I would use them as scenes in my story. The station platform was a threshold to be crossed. I saw a vision, an echo of a forgotten idea about Casey's story, a glimpse into another reality, a plot element for this story to travel deeper. The Dark Place responded to the darkest story threads. All else faded, a cruel murder site in the depths. Reaching it, I would be able to travel further. Casey's case. The narrative I wrote to find my way, Casey looking for a missing FBI agent, the agent on the trail of a murder cult, the cult of the word. A place of power revered by the torchbearers, a group of mystic outsiders in the tunnels. The cultists killed them to invite their holy place. So you had 2 different cults? You had the torchbearers and the cult of the word? The cult caught the FBI agent, sacrificed him in a murder ritual in the place of power to summon the dark presence. I found the murder site. I was close to home, reaching out from the dark place. A vision of Saga Anderson, another FBI agent. She knows I'm trapped here. Find the right story, shape the dark place. A liminal place, inspiration for the story. Murder site, a way deeper. Manuscript, find a light for the lamp. Oh, it's not steps, is... Oh. I thought the zoom was zoom in, zoom out. It was steps, normal. Steps, not that. How many lights can I carry? Because I can take these lights. Can I carry 5 lights? No, 4 seems to be the limit. Yeah. I could carry more than 4, and it seems to remember that I'm carrying more than 4, but I don't know if it's going to remember that I have 5 or 6.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing?
That statue is new. The statue
Even then,
wasn't
the
there.
murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
The statue wasn't there before. Is an Alan Wake a statue? Is that a statue to yourself? Loving memory of Alan Wake, 1977, 2010, an author and a husband.
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
Thomas is calling
the
again.
payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Also, that's really Die Hard. I am sorry, but this is really fucking Die Hard 2, 3? I think it's 2. The one where the killer calls McLean on the on the payphone all the time.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come...
Wait, hello?
Okay, so whoever's on the phone, probably Thomas Sane, just told us something really important. The dark presence can manifest as our double. So it might not be the real Scratch, it might be just a copy of it. Which is good. Also, inside here there is a thing that has been bothering me. Alice photographs. That probably wasn't important before, but it might be important now. But I might have to go there after going to the apartment building. Because it doesn't seem that I couldn't pick them before, so it might be important for later, which is after I visit the apartment building, I guess. Parliament Tower. Haven't been to this building except for the very specific apartment where they lived.
Maybe a writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
It's interesting because we know that Alice is out. Like we have seen outside of Alan's mind. We know what happens outside of Alan's reach. We know that the Federal Bureau of Control found Alice and that Alice was out of the lake. We know that for sure. He somehow influenced Alice to find the Bureau? but she was out. So if we find Alice in here, it's gonna be just a copy of the Dark Place. Only one door, not like the bureau elevators. Haunting Initiation 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Hey, remember when Alice in Control said that she was having nightmares about Alan and that she was seeing Alan on the hallway and that she left the camera with a motion sensor to go off as soon as someone moved through that hallway, but that camera eventually disappeared? Yeah, no, I think this is that. I think we are connecting dots here.
Get out! Leave me alone! Alice! Alice!
Yep, we are connecting dots. Okay. This is 2023. That was 2016, if I remember correctly. Because it was before... it was before Control. There are the pictures. Okay.
Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition posters. There's Alice and there's Alan.
This is a photo of Scratch.
Is it Scratch though?
How did Alice get this?
Okay, so we know that Scratch told us on American Nightmare that he was torturing Alice, but appearing like in when she was out having coffee, appearing by the corner of her eye and stuff like that. He was like psychologically torturing her. I always assume that the one appearing in her apartment in the hallway was actually Alan crying for help, not Scratch. But Alan just said that it's a picture of Scratch. Her. So it could have been Scratch all over. There's pictures of shadow people. Huh. Broken glass, pie on the floor. This apartment looks different from the one we had on Alan Wake 1. It's not the same apartment. Spiral door, just like in the Ocean View Motel. Yep, certainly different apartment, not the same one. I am assuming the spiral door is gonna be where we have to go. Look for Alice.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
We don't have a... I was going to say we don't have a tape. Jesus fuck, I'm old. We don't have a tape. Not the memory card. No. Tape. Because I'm that old, apparently. Jesus. Video art doc on screens multi... Well, I mean, there is tapes in here. Video art doc on screens mult. Focal point of the Dark Place. So we're gonna have to go to the spiral door. I am glad I checked everything else first. Bright Falls blend. Oh, she has Bright Falls coffee. Even though she's back in New York? Part 1. Okay, let's pick this up.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
A documentary about how much of an asshole you are. Okay. What are you, Spiral Door?
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books.
It's not. Don't you fucking lie. We remember that apartment. That apartment is not the same. Not the same apartment.
The symbol wasn't here before.
Neither was the apartment. Unless this is a previous apartment and not the penthouse where you used to live. If you had 2 apartments, okay, I will trust you. But if you're trying to tell me this is the same apartment we saw on Alan Wake 1, it's not.
was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing.
Then I met Alan and he ruined my
We
life.
were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it.
But it wasn't your thing, it was his thing.
I was taking photos, just not
Yep.
my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. Easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About
Interesting.
6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
That light flickering is 100% a good sign, isn't it, Alice?
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster.
She still wears the ring though. So she still loves Alan.
He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
I really wonder if the flickering light is more.
Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
That's interesting because Scratch didn't wear a suit like that. He wore a suit like a fucking rock star style suit, but not like that.
I wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
have so many questions. So many questions. Same song as the last part. Are we outside again? We are outside again. Interesting. That's really interesting. Q Saga and Casey being like, what in the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, let's recap
Hey,
what
Riku,
you've told us so
don't worry
far.
about it.
For the past 13 years, you've been...
No, don't worry about it. Just take it easy. Maybe get something you like to eat as a treat. Do something you like to do. Bad days are everywhere. I would tell you that you haven't missed much, but I would be lying. Like, the past 3 hours, we have seen a bunch of the Dark Place. We did the first of the 3 people in the DLC because apparently the DLC is interwoven on the campaign somehow, even though it doesn't matter because it's like completely optional and completely alternative. But it's in the campaign. You don't have to play it from the main menu. You can play it from inside the game somehow. I'll watch it later. Yeah, you can catch up later. You have said hi on the perfect moment because we are back into the real world, not the Dark Place, and it. Oh my god, so many questions.
trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place. It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger, Mr. Scratch.
Welcome back from the Dark Place.
Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable.
Is it though?
He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days.
Specifically Deerfest, he has to be there.
You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story.
Can we talk about how he got out of the Dark Place, but he just left the sheriff Tim inside the Dark Place? We found Tim and just left him here. Like, oh, good, I'm going to write myself out of the Dark Place. Oh, Tim, fuck you, sorry. Not my problem. I didn't bring you here. Mr. Door did. Not my problem.
It's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy. Bringing the Dark Place
Also,
to Bright Falls.
Riku. Yes. First of all, the soundtrack of the game, so far, really fucking good. Also, the song that they made for NightSprings, I don't know if it is on the Spotify playlist yet, but that song is really good. They made a really amazing song for the NightSprings DLC.
Fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true
really
bit
good.
by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust.
I don't trust you very much right now because you just said that Mr. Scratch wants the clicker, but you just said that you have to find the clicker. So how can I believe that you are not Scratch?
It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake.
And I'm out of coffee.
We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours.
Especially you,
What
Saga.
I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
And back to Saga. God, it's been a while.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
It's insane and there's so much of it. And you haven't seen the slightest,
Have
Saga.
you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Also, there was a place called the murder site that was almost exactly like the foundation on, well, the entrance to the foundation of the oldest house. It was a bunch of concrete columns with an overlay of trees, like a forest. Like the first time you go to the foundation in Control to talk to Ahti, I was like, okay, so why are we doing this?
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan,
Again,
if I'm gonna act
that's
on this
lazy
information,
writing,
you
dude.
need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Both confused and hiding. Veritable wall. Alan Wake
Just
interview.
gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Okay. Where's the clicker? Can't say I understand all this, but if Wake is telling the truth, then this magic light switch is the most tangible lead. Let's start there. The cult of the tree is in possession of the clicker, according to Alan.
Okay.
I was already looking into the cult, two birds, one stone. Nursery rhymes. This is the FBC nursery rhyme, so it doesn't match Alan. Rhyme found at the river near Cauldron Lake. So, Cauldron Lake rhymes. In the rhyme, the mother crow tries to protect the nest, but it fails. There's two more that I haven't found, and there's a shit ton more dolls that I haven't found. The story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return.
Too many
written by
cases,
Alan
too
Wake.
many questions.
And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
I do love that Saga wears the flashlight on the left side while Alan wears it on the right side, even though they are both right-handed. Wake wrote a book in the dark place called Return. Scratch edited it into a horror story. The story events are slowly coming true. How does the story change reality or the rules? There's an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. Okay. Not that. Wake says the dark place can be accessed from the bottom of Cauldron Lake. According to Wake, the dark presence can sometimes take his appearance. How or why? Wake in the form of a Scratch, the dark presence is editing Wake's story, wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Wake says the dark place can be accessed from the lake. Okay. I know the things are connected and they make sense, but my brain is mush. Like I'm having a hard time. We still have one less clue, right? Yeah, we have one last clue from the dark place. Some other strange reality, the dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place are called the overlap. So there is the dark place and then there is the overlap. The overlap seems to be a threshold between the real world and the dark place. I love how they use images of real people for this. It's really good how they interchange the 3D renders and the real actors' pictures, or even on videos. The only thing is that they don't fully have that, like, oh, the 3D render and the actor are exactly the same. Like we haven't reached that level of fidelity yet. Wake fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality. So that's the rules. The story changes reality bit by bit. So these two are rules, I think. Yep, that's a rule. That leads us to a new how to stop the story. First of all, the dark presence. An overlap needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality eroded by repeating dark lore, and a counterpoint crafted in depths of the dark place, connecting the story on the other side. I entered the Cauldron Lake overlap by reciting the poem. How to enter. Flashlight seems to weaken the taken. Is that how to stop the story? Or the dark presence? Light and the dark presence. It would make sense that the light is effective against the dark presence too. Okay, inside a bright light, Saga felt safe. Nothing could hurt her there. We must get the clicker before Scratch. With it, the story can be changed and Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. Again, Scratch is supposed to be dead. It feels weird because we found tapes with Alan. Well, it's not tapes. They are represented in the mind place of Alan as tapes, but they are not tapes really. Alan was writing, and in the 3 tapes he had like different clothes. In one he has the clothes of Alan Wake 1. In the 3rd one he has the clothes of Alan Wake 2, but on the 2nd one he has the clothes of American Nightmare. Game that they seem to be consistently fucking ignoring. They are not only ignoring but also retconning in real time the fucking events of American Nightmare. But they seem to be aware of the existence of American Nightmare because they gave Alan 3 distinct fucking clothes on 3 different tapes, talking about 3 different events. And on the one of American Nightmare, he's talking about Scratch, the same game where he killed Scratch, which is I am fucking losing it. They are messing with you. They are 100% messing with me. It's weird for a game to tangle with my mind this much. Again, I am usually fairly decent at predicting things, which sometimes I hate. But this one has me fucking baffled. Like I cannot see the punches coming at all, and I love it. I love Remedy. I love Remedy. I haven't felt this way with a game in a long, long time. Not that. Okay. Well, obviously we can let that happen. Scratch and the Dark Presence are interchangeable, so they are the same. According to Wake. Wake was trapped in the Dark Place for 13 years, so... we have that, and that is complete.
The Dark Place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
Also, that's what Alan says. Because we know that somehow Alan was to the Ocean View Motel and he talked to Jesse in 2019. And we also know that Alan visited NightSprings on 2013. But NightSprings is fiction, is not a real town. So that could have been part of the Dark Place. It's just the Dark Place taking the shape of NightSprings. And these Bright Falls that we are in right now is not following exactly the same rules. Like, Rose doesn't seem the same Rose as the ending of Alan Wake 1. And the sheriff is a completely different guy. Like, there are things in this town that are certainly different than they used to be. But at the same time, they do follow the things that we saw on Control. Like, there is a Federal Bureau of Control appointment here. Not appointment, the investigation people that they sent. Dark Place, another world reached via Cauldron Lake, home to the Dark Presence bleeding into our world through overlaps. This is 100% messing with me, and I love it. If we don't stop Scratch, he will use the story to change reality. So that's how to stop it. Yes. And that's for later, because I don't have the clues just yet. Cult of the Tree. What else is new? Wake, the cult could be followers of Scratch if they have the clicker after all. How do you know that they have the clicker? How is he so sure that they have the clicker? Okay. So we have to profile now Alan.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is
How does he know?
The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows
They have the clicker.
Wake has a double, Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here, in Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Or maybe the only one that got out was Scratch. I have been saying this. Maybe Wake never got out. Maybe Wake is still in the dark place. Also, why is this still closed? I still don't know why this private door is closed. We have been unlocking things of this room one by one all the time, except for that door that is still private. Mayor Setter won't roll over the issues. The poster that we got on Rifles. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have.
Is it though?
Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree.
So that's how he knows.
The cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
That's how he knows. He read it on a page.
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts
And
of
there's
Watery,
always more to the pages
Saga
than
had
you
seen
see on
Wake's fabled clicker for
the
first
introduction.
time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree.
Maybe it's one or two sentences, but there's more. Always
was
more.
now claiming about her, her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Okay. Trail of the Cult.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Gotta go to Watery then. If we know where Watery is, because that's the first time I hear about it.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No
Do
dice,
we though?
pal. This is an FBI investigation.
Also, the page didn't say that you were there. The page said that Saga was there, not you. So you are not supposed to be there.
And I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket in the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you Did I just finish the tutorial? Did I just finish the tutorial like 9 hours into the game? Because if they are letting me switch now between characters, what in the actual oh, okay. So now I can continue whatever Alan was doing. Ahti and the janitors. This game really needs a photo mode, and it makes me really fucking angry. Alan Wake 1 didn't have a photo mode, but it was a 2010 game. I can understand that it never got a photo mode. Control had one. Why does this game not have one? Okay, Bright Falls and Watery. Oh, is Watery a different town? It technically isn't Bright Falls, so it could count as a different town. Also, now that we have seen the private room in real life, is the private room... Oh, the private room is still closed. The private room is still closed in this, which leads me to believe that Saga is repressing something.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay. Cult of the Tree, the pages. He remembers many pages while in the dark place. Is writing part of the ritual? Yes. Okay, that connects. If Wake is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection unless the cult is working for Scratch. Okay, that was a lot. Can I see... That's a lot of trash you have there. Can I see Alan's cutscenes from Sagas? Mind Palace? No, you can't. If you want to check the specific cutscenes and dialogues of each one of the characters, you have to be in control of them. Also, this box is floating in the middle of nowhere. I just noticed that there's nothing under it. Huh. Okay, that's the exit. This is just a window. We have been in control.
Understands the forces behind this. I can help you.
No.
I'm the only one that understands the forces behind this. You don't understand shit. You have been lost for 13 years precisely because you don't understand shit. You narcissist piece of shit. Thinking that you know what is going on is precisely what led you to be lost 13 years.
That's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs. And if Scratch is after you, then so is the cult. We don't know who we can trust here.
Damn it, you are making a mistake.
Is it though?
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Hi, welcome.
Okay, past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
You okay, dude? Okay. I thought so.
So who's in for a bet this year? $100 says there'll be at least one fender bender between the floats.
For that amount of money, you'll cause it yourself.
Can you stop looking at me? You're in the middle of a conversation.
For interference.
Weirdo. And then we have this guy just having a blast on his own. Woo! 10 out of 10. He doesn't need anyone. Look at that shimmy. Oh, he doesn't need anyone. Oh my god, he went into disco. Oh, he went into full disco mode. Oh my fucking god. Oh, this is so good.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed
Ilmo.
amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages. Just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin! Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our
The Mocha Moose?
Park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats.
Or the kids. Don't give the kids coffee.
Seriously, it's not amusing.
It's not amusing.
Take in amazing views from the slow roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Warrior Lighthouse trail.
Jalco, are you drinking alcohol in the middle of the recording? What the
Park. beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jow a great time.
Coffee World might be my favorite fucking thing in this game, and there is a lot to choose from. Oh my god, the fucking ads are killing me. Also, Jalko being drunk during the recording makes it so much better.
It won't open.
Oh my god, everything hurts and I'm dying, but I love it. Someone left a coffee mug in the piano. Not creepy at all. Not just a long hallway. This feels really Norse inspired. Like, this feels like a longhouse.
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner.
Okay, that's a good answer, you know? If you have a client that is having troubles with something in the room and that is something electric that you cannot deal with and you are waiting for the electrician or the expert in this case, just tell them, hey, can you please unplug it? Or you could just give them a different room. If they don't have a preference for a room, you could just like give them a different one while the problem is sorted. Especially with such an asshole of a client, I would just offer them a different room.
Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
You have the patience of a saint, dude. I have been in your skin, literally. Well, not literally, but I have had the same.
Anything else I can help you with, sir? Would you like a complimentary dinner tonight?
Well, that almost makes up for the ineptitude of this place.
Oh my god, he's a Karen.
I'm glad to hear it.
He really is a Karen. I could shoot him for you if you want. No? Okay. You heard nothing, Chad. You heard nothing. Free dinner is amazing. Free dinner is a really complimentary, really good complimentary thing.
Today on the program is artisan cuckoo clock designer.
Hey, Pat is back.
Terry, how are we today?
North American folklore.
Pat, doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be on with you today.
The pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now I hear you're doing something special for dear fans.
Cannot open. Read Cauldron Lake, look into news and rumors, focus on 2010, cross-reference with... Why am I reading it that way? Cross-reference with all cases from New York cults, similarities, commonalities in methodology. Part of the series, find a name of the coffee from the diner. Okay, this is Casey's room. Jesus fuck, Casey. Okay, there is trash all over the fucking place. There is coffee mugs all over the place. The bed is a mess. I am scared of looking at Casey's toilet. Thank God it's too dark to see anything. Compare that to Saga's room. Like, Saga, yeah, a couple of shoes out of place. Files, but the bed is made. Jesus, Casey. Okay, I'm assuming this is the room of the guy complaining about the TV turning on. A camera. I hope he cleaned up after himself. I don't think he does. I hope he does before we go away, because I will shoot him if he doesn't. Tammy didn't want to come, I can tell. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird, something really out there, something authentic, but what? Fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird though, sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play, a space cult burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for to be determined. A lone man, an artist wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight into the cult's path. A all-black cast, a musical, a rock opera. Uh-huh. We have a writer. And a manuscript page. Ed returns to Cauldron Lake. Ed. Saga, this is technically breaking and entering and also stealing. Tammy rides the ferry.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Okay, Tammy and Ed are... Oh my god, you can sort by and read. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Okay. They brought that back from Control, and I love it. Tammy and Ed are... But it doesn't stay as unread like in Control. Okay, that was a problem on my end. Ed returns to Cauldron Lake. On Control, if you didn't open the file, it stayed as not open. But in here, as long as you hover over it, it counts as you reading it. Which is good to get rid of things like the tapes or the radios, but it's bad in case you want to, read it later. Tammy and Ed, if I remember correctly, are the witnesses of Nightingale's murder.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early.
Thank you for the hydration of the poster.
Social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground.
No!
Ed struggled, in vain.
You piece of shit, Alan. Seriously? You're killing Ed? Swear to God, if something happens to Ed, I will murder you, Alan.
You're back with Pat Maine, and we've got a very special guest today on the program. It's artisan cuckoo clock designer Terry Feldman. Terry, how are we today?
Hey there, Pat. Doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be on with you today.
The pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm crafting a selection of custom basswood cuckoo clocks, but the real special sauce is when it's cuckoo time and you're expecting a bird to pop out for a chirp. Out comes a big old deer.
Well, that's just neat.
It's a good switch, I guess.
That's gonna have the tourists tickled pink. And I hear you're selling these at the Sunday market. So make sure to say hello to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, while you're there, all right? Terry, you still there?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, still here. I'm just... Geez, Pat, I'm sorry to tell you this. I thought you heard Wendy's dead.
Oh, boy. That's a strange joke you're playing there, Terry.
No, it's...
This is the second one that tells him that Wendy's dead. I did say that I wanted to look at the victims.
One of those bodies they found.
Well,
Is she one of the bodies we
not
found?
Possible, Terry. Wendy stopped by this morning with 3 flavors of beef jerky. She brought me the smoked hickory and the teriyaki and then what was that other one?
I'm real sorry, Pat.
What was that other one? She was just talking about this just hours ago. Smoked hickory, teriyaki, and...
Hickory teriyaki.
Hickory teriyaki.
Tapio, why are you still there?
It's just a bit of a strange joke, Terry. Did Yako and Elmo put you up to this?
Pat.
Well, somebody's having a laugh over this little prank, I'm sure. Terry, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see those Deerfest cuckoos at the market. Wendy will be there with her beef jerky as always, and we'll be back after this.
I think the thing that sent Pat over the edge and that just like broke him, which is why he's in the retirement home, it's the death of Wendy, because Wendy was close to him. And Pat was already old. Like, this is 13 years after the first game where we met Pat, and he was already old there. Like, what was he? Like 60, 70? Add 13 years to that, he could have like early Alzheimer's or something like that. The old cases. I think this one is. No. Previous murders is the one that I was looking for. Yeah, is this Wendy? Wendy Davis, yeah, no. Wendy Davis is 100% dead. She's dead. She's gone. Dead in 2018. So Pat's missing, because this is on 2023. Pat's missing 5 years of his life. That's really fucked up. I feel so bad for him. He was a genuinely good guy. He was a really nice dude. And they are just doing him dirty like this. Jesus. I really feel bad for Pat.
Hello?
What are you doing? Are you...
Hello?
Not what I wanted to do, Saga. There you go. I think it's clean, dude.
It doesn't budge.
Why are you knocking on that door? I feel really bad for for Pat. Pat doesn't deserve that. That deserved better. They really did patch some dirty on this game. Let's save it and probably leave it here. Because I might just get out and I will get what, a cutscene or something that will keep me playing. But no, we can't. We can't. We have been playing for almost 4 hours. It's fine. We can leave it here. I will. Oh, we are going to the lighthouse that we never actually saw on Alan Wake 1, because the lighthouse you see on the first game is the NightSprings lighthouse. You don't actually see the lighthouse of Bright Falls, which is technically not Bright Falls. Is watery. Apparently, it's watery lighthouse. Um, but yeah, no, not the same place. Inspired by, but not the same place. And this is it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you on the next stream. Keep in mind that tomorrow we have the movie after the stream. I had to make changes on the schedule. If you follow me on social media or if you are on the Discord server, you might have seen that I made changes to the streams this week. Tomorrow we have a test of the multiplayer in the game Ulti, made by the developers of Behind the Beyond. It's actually a spin-off of Behind the Beyond. While they are still finishing Behind the Beyond, they made a card game with the same characters of the game, because it's a Hungarian card game and they are Hungarian developers and they wanted to showcase a game from their country. So we're gonna test the multiplayers with the developers tomorrow at 6 my time. You can always check the schedule to see when that's on your time. And after that, we are going to see a movie of the Disney movies that appear on Kingdom Hearts. We are going to be watching Hercules on this one. So yeah, I hope I will see you around. But for now, if you want to be on the credits like the lovely people that keep the lights on, the people that you're seeing there, you can do it by subscribing, gifting subs using bits, tipping on the streams or on coffee, gifting me something from the throne list, or gifting yourself something from the merch. We have Alan Wake merch, believe it or not. And we also have Legend of Zelda merch is the most recent one, but we do have Alan Wake merch. And I am working on more things, but I also have to work on redesigning the store page, because it's getting a bit messy with all the merch we have. Or you could be like Tria and commission me with a video, or you could be like Mr. P, Greg, Neaya, Javi, Triceratops, or Riku, and just support the channel in general. But for now, let's leave it here and see who we can raid. Until then, see ya.